All right, everybody. So let me just make sure that we're streaming. Our audio is good. Yeah, it sounds good. Anyway, so today we're going to be doing a review. Thank God it's a short video. It's only 30 minutes, the video that we're going to review. Let me just make sure that the recording, everything makes sense. Where is it? This is so confusing because I'm streaming my Discord so that other people can join my Discord. But I forgot to also copy the link from the Discord and share it with anyone who comes from YouTube who might want to join the Discord. And the live stream is which is I think this is the live stream link. Yeah, so I'm going to share the live stream with Discord. So anyone who wants to join from Discord and see the live stream directly can also do that. Anyway, all right. So without further ado, so if anybody joins on Discord, they can interject, but I'm not going to change the topic. I'm going to try and do this review. I think it's uh, Lion Abu Hassan. How are you, my brother?
Alhamdulillah, I'm good. How are you doing, Mr. Slave, brother?
Ah, I am about to start a review of a video. Do you want to watch, or do you have questions?
Sure.
All right, so I'll start the review, and you can ask questions. It's actually good if you ask questions. Anyway, so let me play the video, and let's hear what they have to say. Can you hear the audio well?
Yeah.
That's good. All right. So I'll give you an introduction. Unless do you know this video that I'm reviewing, the famous debate between Andrew, the Crucible, and Dave Smith? Have you ever heard of it?
No.
Okay, so Dave Smith is a libertarian. Do you know what a libertarian is?
Mm, are they talking about politics, brother?
Yeah, yeah. But this is deeper than politics. This is about the truth. This is about
Mm,
the fabric of reality. This is about morality and ethics. It's deep stuff. It's about philosophy. It's about meta ethics. The what how you create ethics, how ethics are created, where do ethics come from? And the deepest, this is as deep as it gets. And I'm about to
mm,
criticize everybody. Everybody's wrong. So
whoa.
it's Dave Smith is a politician. He is the leader
Mm,
of a political party, the Libertarian Party. And he's like, they're like middle of the road. They're not left, they're not right. They don't like Biden, they don't like Trump. He's a third, they have a third way. They believe that liberty is the most important thing. And they say that Trump doesn't believe in liberty and freedom. And Biden does. No one believes in freedom as much as they do. So they want freedom. They want theoretically more freedom than anyone else. Anyway, let's hear what. So anyway, so there was a debate between Dave Smith, who is a libertarian, and Andrew Wilson, who is a Christian, a devout Christian, very, very religious guy, believes in God, and everything for him is God and God and God. Of course, that's what he says, but in reality, he is a very corrupt individual. He's very abusive. He's like a super debater. He's always very abusive. He attacks and he changes the topic, and He uses every tactic just to win a debate and just to make his opponent look bad. So he pretends to believe in God. I don't really believe that he believes in God. I think he's lying. And then there is Destiny. In the picture, you see Destiny on the right. I don't know. Can you see my? I don't know if you can see my cursor. So, oh, you left. Oh my. Okay, that was a good introduction for everyone else too. Anyway, let's continue listening. Oh, you're back. What happened? Lion, Abu Hassan, what happened? Why did you leave and come back? You have a technical issue?
Yes. I'm sorry. Go on.
Do you have any questions thus far? Do you understand basically what's going on?
I will catch up.
Okay.
Continue, brother.
Okay, okay. All right. So let's continue listening and see what they say. Anyway, so the guy who was talking at the bottom right, his name is Andrew Wilson, Mr. The Crucible, Christian debater, supposed to be the best debater. He's a very good debater because he cheats. He knows how to make a fool out of his opponent. I don't know if that makes him a good debater or just a terrible person. So, everybody can judge by themselves. So he's reviewing the guy on the left, Destiny, who is reviewing the top two guys, who on the left is Andrew Wilson again, and on the right is Dave Smith, and at the center is the moderator. I don't know him, and he didn't say anything. So the main debate was between Andrew the Crucible and Dave Smith. All right, so let's hear Andrew. So Andrew says that he expected to start the debate and cover the deep stuff, the fundamentals, and agree with Dave Smith on the fundamentals and move to more, other topics. So Andrew says that he was surprised that they would get bogged down just on some basic question of ownership, which is that was so in the debate. If anyone watched the debate, you'll see that that was the initial topic, and they discussed it at length. Basically, what is ownership? What does it mean to own? Where does ownership come from? Where does the power of ownership, when I own something, if I own a guitar, a table, a dog, a cat, what does it mean to own? Where does the power of the ownership come from? Does it come from God or does it come from somewhere else? So that was the first part of their discussion. So Andrew says he expected this to go very fast, and then he expected to move to other topics, but instead they got bogged down on that topic.
It's kind
You said something, Lion? Should I call you Abu Hassan?
Yes,
You have a question?
of course. Brother can call me any names like Lion or Abosan. Brother Smith, may I ask something out of topic?
Yeah, go ahead. What's the question?
The live stream against like someone talking about evolution. I wondering what was the topic during that time.
I'm sorry, you were broken. I could not understand what you're saying. Could you repeat, please?
Okay. I was seeing brother is debating someone about the topic on evolution. What was brother talking about with him yesterday?
So, the topic about evolution was that That guy said that evolution is only good for animals, for biological creatures. And I said that that's not true. That you can apply the idea of evolution, the theory of evolution, you can apply it also to the evolution of the iPhone, the evolution of modern legal systems, the evolution of government, the evolution of democracy, the evolution of haircuts, the evolution of modern warfare, the evolution of racism, the evolution of the theory of evolution, the evolution of political systems, the evolution of political journalism. You could apply the idea that Darwin came up with, that systems evolve by natural selection. You can apply this idea to explain many phenomena that are not biological creatures. An iPhone is not a biological creature, but we can use the theory of evolution to explain how it evolves, how it evolved, how it will evolve, how cars evolve, how the electric vehicles are evolving. So, and he disagreed. He said no, that you cannot apply. So that was one disagreement we had. Another disagreement we had is I said you can use the theory of evolution to explain how how the first cell evolved from just a self-replicating molecule. So you can start with this. Once you have a self-replicating molecule, which he said RNA is naturally a self-replicating molecule. So I said once you have a self-replicating molecule, then the laws of Darwinism, evolution by natural selection, kick in, and very quickly you get a cell. That was basically, we had, I think, two disagreements. So, but it was not a good debate because I felt he was very close minded, and I felt that I'm not saying anything new. I think many other people said this before me, and I use this idea all the time when I do any analysis. Basically, every analysis I do in life, I use the theory the principles that Darwin invented. What do you think?
Interesting. Honestly, brother, I was thinking, oh, this is debates about evolution, but the subject is whether evolution is true or not. I thought that was the topic.
No,
I see.
no. I mean, evolution, if you feel, no, look, you can feel that evolution, for some reason, you can say, no, evolution does not apply to animals. Animals did not evolve because of the evolution of Darwin. But you would still agree that the iPhone is evolving, that cars are evolving, that modern warfare is evolving, that home furniture is evolving, that skyscraper technology is evolving, that electronics is evolving, that computer science is evolving. So all these phenomenon, these are all phenomenon that display an evolution. So one way you can analyze their evolution is by means of natural selection. So that's what I would say. So even if you don't believe that, so if you don't believe that evolution, that Darwinian evolution took place, that we came out of Darwinian evolution, you'd still have to agree that many things right before our eyes are constantly evolving. And you would have to explain how they're evolving. And a simple explanation is by means of natural selection, meaning there's competition between these systems, there's competition between different phones. And the one that is the fittest, meaning the one that, let's say, sells the best, sells the most, makes the most money, that the one that survives in the jungle of the free market, that's the iPhone that will create the most progenitors, the most children. It's not, the iPhone doesn't make the children by himself, but neither do you. You're not going to make your children by yourself. You're going to need a factory to make children. That factory is called a fertile female. So when the iPhone wants to produce children, it doesn't go to a fertile female, it goes to basically Apple or Google or other companies, and they copy. Anyway, it's a little bit different, obviously, but it's the same general principles. So saying that Darwinistic evolution is wrong, that means you are throwing to the garbage a very powerful tool for analyzing the universe, for analyzing systems, for systems analysis. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I listen to you, brother.
Anyway, that was yesterday. Do you want to continue with today's talking about the debate, or do you want to talk about evolution?
Ako, brother can continue.
Okay. All right. So let's continue listening. Wait 1 second. I think we skipped something. Let's hear it again. So this is interesting. Andrew is not making fun of Dave Smith. He was making fun of Dave Smith. He was very abusive towards Dave Smith during the debate. But now suddenly he's not making fun of him. I think Andrew is realizing that he made a mistake. That Dave Smith has the potential of being a very powerful person in the future, being the leader of possibly the third largest party in the United States. So Andrew is rethinking maybe it was not a good idea to be so abusive towards Dave Smith. That's my feeling. Because Andrew is abusive. So for Andrew to suddenly not be abusive, that means Andrew is realizing that there is potential to gain from Dave Smith. Andrew is very nice to Destiny. Andrew is very nice to other men and other people that are on his side on YouTube, but he's very abusive towards anyone else. He was very abusive towards me when I debated him, of course. So the discussion is, how do you own yourself? Because Dave Smith claims that a person owns himself. So Dave Smith says a person owns himself, therefore, anything a person produces is also the property of the person that produced whatever that person produced. So this is very important for libertarians. So libertarians, for example, they don't like paying taxes. They don't like the government getting involved in their lives, and they don't like socialists that take away their stuff and give it to the poor, take their money and give it to the poor. So libertarians, they say a person owns himself, and therefore he owns the fruits of his labor. So no one has the right to take away the fruits of a person's labor or any part of the fruits of a person's labor. So taxes are illegal. Redistribution of wealth is illegal according to libertarians. So Andrew is saying, okay, so this is founded on the principle, on the assumption, on the axiom that a person owns himself, herself, themselves. So Andrew is asking, how do you know that a person owns themselves? What is your proof that a person owns themselves? So Andrew asked this of Dave Smith. So let's hear it again. I'll roll back a little bit. So Andrew during the debate said a person owns themselves. How does Andrew know? Before Andrew asked Dave Smith, Andrew said a person owns themselves. Andrew agrees that a person owns themselves. No, Andrew said ownership. What is the definition of ownership? So before a person owns themselves, so Andrew asked, what is the definition of ownership? Where does the power of ownership come from? So so Dave didn't answer. So Andrew said, well, the power of ownership comes from society. We live in a society, and society agrees that that, that if society agrees that I own a table, then it's my table. So the power of ownership comes from society. Namely, it is a social construct. So society agrees that my dog is my dog, therefore my dog is my dog. If society agrees that this house is my house, then it's my house. It's all because society agrees. Okay. So Andrew said, well, if a person owns themselves, it's only because society agrees. So the power of a person owning themselves and therefore owning the fruits of their labor and therefore taxation is theft and so on. So that power just comes from society. So society gave a person himself. A person doesn't own himself. Society gifted a person himself, which is incredible. But that's what Andrew said, basically. And let's see what Dave said. So then Dave Smith, no, I don't agree what that means, which is weird. And Destiny said, that's weird. Why would you not agree? But Dave, Dave was confused. Dave didn't really have it all together in the beginning of the debate. So Dave said, I don't agree that that ownership comes from society, but but I don't remember the exact process of the thought of the original debate. Anyway, but they're trying to agree. Dave is saying we were even. Let's continue, basically. Okay. So Destiny yells out his yell. This yell is going to be repeated during this debate many, many, many times. So Destiny gets basically Destiny is making fun of every answer Dave Smith gives, as if Dave Smith is an idiot. Let's so Dave Smith, let's hear it again. So Dave Smith, well, let's look up the definition of ownership in a dictionary. And Destiny yells out. And destiny says, do not ever. As someone who is, let's hear it again. This is crazy stuff. Absolutely crazy stuff. So again, Andrew says, well, how do you own yourself? Dave Smith says, if you look up ownership in a dictionary, it's two people debating. It's normal for one guy to say, well, you know what, you want me to figure out how does a person own themselves? Well, if you look up in a dictionary, I don't even know what the end of the sentence is going to be, but I would listen to what Dave Smith says, but Destiny doesn't even hear the rest of the sentence. And this is the first time Destiny is listening to this. And Destiny is going, oh no, you made the biggest blunder in the world, Mr. Dave Smith. You referenced the dictionary. Now, uh, wait, Abu Hassan, you're asking a question, brother. Somehow it's funny to even ask, how do one know if he owns himself? LOL. Isn't that common human rights? Um, I agree with you, Abu Hassan. I agree. It's as you say. It's LOL. You're like, this is laughable, but it's in when you debate, when you really want to figure things out, sometimes you ask questions even though the answer seems obvious. You still dig in. You try to scratch, and maybe you find that there is a hole and you fall through. You never know. So it's always good to ask questions. But I understand that you're saying it's funny. I know. But some countries, yeah. I'll tell you this: like when you, uh, for example, when you sign up, when you become a soldier, so you are considered to be the property of the military because they can send you to die, right? They have the right to send you to die. Absolutely, they can tell you, listen, we're going to put you on a hill and you're going to make noise so that the enemy comes and kills you. So we're going to create a diversion and we're going to win the war and you're going to become a dead war hero. They can do that. And that's legitimate. So that's one way that like the military owns you. And you could say that the country owns you because the country, or if they put you in jail, or if they execute you, you could say that they own you. So it's not so clear. It's not so clear that you could say it's funny. You could say anything is funny. Anytime you ask a question, that you never asked before. Like you can ask, why is one plus one really two? And you can laugh and say, obviously one plus one is two. But you could still ask and think about it and say, maybe it's not. You can still, it's good to, this is philosophy. In philosophy, we we ask every question. So you're saying it's common human rights. So the question is, what are rights? What are humans? What are human rights? What is common? So I can even ask questions about what you said, even if I agree or disagree, or is it legal? Is it ethical? We can ask many, many, many questions. It's good. It's good to ask these questions because, especially if you become a judge or if you become a legal expert, you really need to have a legal theory that explains, that gives an explanation so that you don't contradict yourself. Because many times you can say, well, you can give a quick answer, but then you end up contradicting yourself. So people look at you and they say, well, you're contradicting yourself. So your legal theory is inconsistent. So it's garbage. So, it's as long as you don't have to deal with with a criminal, with law, with life and death, with war. As long as life is okay, and then yeah, you don't care. But if a person murders somebody else, like a father murders their child, the father can say, yeah, it's my child is my property. What do you I created the child out of thin air. I gave the child food. The child is like my dog. I can kill my dog. So the question is, can you kill your dog? Well, the dog is like my chicken. I can kill my chicken. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you can kill your chicken, but maybe you cannot kill your dog. But some people do kill their dogs, and it's legal. Well, so, but is a child like a dog, like a chicken? How is it different? Anyway, you can see how this becomes complicated, and you really need to have a legal theory, a moral theory, philosophy. You need to have a theory is a general explanation. You really need to be able to answer all the questions in the universe before you can answer any one question and not end up contradicting yourself. So you really need to. This is why these debates are so important, and this is why I'm reviewing this debate, because this is actually a very important topic. And as I will show, everybody here, these are all incredible experts. These are top notch philosophers, debaters, experts. And I'm going to show that they're all wrong. So wrong that it's honestly sad how wrong they all are. They know they're wrong. They're going to basically admit, like they all admit at one point or another that they don't know the answers to these questions, yet they debate it and they make sometimes they like Destiny makes fun of Dave, Andrew makes fun of Dave. Dave didn't make so much fun of the others, but Dave has made fun of Destiny, so everybody makes fun of everybody. And I see you're about you can talk, Abu Hassan. It's okay. I want to hear your voice. You don't have to type. I'm talking to you. This is for you. I'm listening.
I thinking brother is a very particular, unique person I found so far in this server. But I think I have to go now, brother. It's nice pleasure talking
Thank
to
you.
brother. Inshallah, I will come back and we can talk again later.
Inshallah. Thank you so much, Abu Hassan. Thank you. I'll see you later.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye.
Bye bye.
Good evening. Good morning.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye. All right. So let's continue. Let's continue listening. All right. So it says, do not ever listen. Okay. So first of all, it says, do not ever. I don't know why do not ever. Soon we'll see. This is the, I mean, in this video, this is the first thing that we need to discuss about destiny and in general about the theory of debate theory. What is a debate? So, and what is a definition? What is a dictionary? And so on. So destiny says, do not ever, let's it's not only do not ever, it's you have to yell it out in a pejorative way. This is a pejorative response to Dave Smith referencing the dictionary. So not only is he going to say do not ever, but also he's pejoratively hooting. Someone who's more well read than everyone what? Than every one of these retards, except for Andrew. All right. So that's a weird thing to say. That Destiny's more well read. I'm not gonna debate. That's obviously ad hominem. That's obviously irrelevant. That is obviously a logical fallacy. Why would you bring this up? Anyway, so he's more well read, yeah. Andrew might know more philosophy than me. I wouldn't be surprised. So how do you know? That's another point we need to bring up. There's many things we need to bring up that Destiny mentions, and these are all very deep rabbit holes. It's not a problem only with Destiny. It's a problem, obviously, with humanity and with all intelligent life in the universe. One second, we have a message. In the way I see it, brother has a very interesting thoughts. Would happy to come again. Yeah. No smiley? Where's the smiley? You can't use that smiley? How do you respond with a smiley? These are. Oh, yeah, okay. All right. So let's continue. We are continuing. So the problem with Destiny saying this, so there's many problems. Obviously, this is ad hominem. Even though it's a positive ad hominem, it's still an ad hominem. Who cares how much philosophy anyone knows? Right now, we are having a discussion, a pinpoint discussion. Someone might know more than me, for example, about everything in the universe, but still, I might have a legitimate point. There's nothing to do with anything. So the amount of knowledge anyone has in any field is irrelevant. But there's something maybe there's another point, and that is that Destiny claims that Andrew knows more philosophy than Destiny knows. So the question is, how does Destiny, or rather, how can Destiny know that? How can a person know that another person knows more than they do? I would submit to you that that is unknowable. I cannot know if another person knows more than I do. The most I can know is that another person knows as much as I do. I cannot know that they know more. So, if I believe, if I have some knowledge, let's say I know that 1 plus 1 is 2. Now, if I ask a little baby that was just born if he knows if 1 plus 1 is 2, that little baby that was just born would not be able to respond. So I can conclude the baby probably doesn't know that 1 plus 1 is 2. So I know more than the baby. Later on, I will teach the baby that 1 plus 1 is 2, and I will test the baby. And when I'm able to test the baby and confirm that the baby seems to know that 1 plus 1 is 2, I can conclude that the baby knows what I know, namely that 1 plus 1 is 2. Now, if I ask the baby, is 1 plus 1 equal to 2? And the baby, I mean, how can I ever know that the baby knows more than me? Let's say the baby grows up and gets a PhD in mathematics. Can I then know that the baby knows more than I do about math, or about is 1 plus 1 2? Is it the truthfulness of it? So how can I know it? How can I know that the baby knows more than me? If the baby has a PhD, meaning if the grown-up baby has a PhD in mathematics, does that mean that the baby knows more math than I know? I cannot know that. Maybe the PhD is fake. Maybe I still know. Who knows? Maybe I still know more than the baby. Maybe the baby suffered a brain aneurysm after getting a PhD and it forgot all the PhD math that it learned. I mean, there's many simple explanations, but at the end of the day, a piece of paper does not testify. It is a testimony about. I mean, we could assume, but this is not okay. But that's fine. Okay, a person has a PhD. That's you could maybe use it as evidence. But how can Destiny know that Andrew knows more philosophy? How can Destiny know that Andrew knows more philosophy than Destiny? How can you know that? In order to know that, you need to test Andrew that he knows as much as you do. But you could never test him that he knows more than you do unless you ask Andrew to teach you philosophy. And if he teaches you stuff that you never knew and now you know it, well, guess what? You're still equal to Andrew at this point. So it's impossible to ever know that someone else knows more than you do. So how can you say that? Maybe you say Andrew might know more philosophy than me. I don't know. Anyway, it's completely irrelevant. I don't know why you would say it. So this is very strange behavior from the top-notch debaters, possibly in the known universe. A very sad state of affairs. Let's continue. If you want to cite Wikipedia, it's questionable. Why would it be questionable? Why would you not? In my debates, I'm always citing. I mean, Wikipedia is the go-to. It's a very convenient source of information. Why would you not cite it if we are having a debate or a discussion? A debate is just a more methodical discussion. So a debate is a type of a discussion. So when I have debates and discussions, which I do in order to achieve truth, in order to learn the truth about the universe, so I use Wikipedia. And if someone, or the Wikipedia, or the Bible, if people, if somebody wants to quote the Bible, then I tell them, why don't you link it? Or yesterday we were having a debate about Darwinism's natural selection. So quoted, we ended up quoting Wikipedia, quoting the original book, Darwin's book, Natural Evolution by Means of Natural Selection. So Wikipedia is, why is it questionable? Again, this is very weird behavior coming from a top-notch debater, philosopher, thinker. Absolutely bizarre, to say the least. As soon as you referenced the dictionary, you have utterly lost that conversation, and a debate is a type of a conversation, so you've lost the debate. Why? Why would you lose a debate? Losing just means you convince me. I mean, you don't. I usually don't try to win or lose debates. That is not an interesting achievement for me. I don't debate as a game like chess. I don't enjoy chess. I don't enjoy games. I enjoy seeking the truth, spreading the truth. Even that I don't enjoy so much. I enjoy learning the truth. In order to learn the truth, I have to spread my truth to test it against other people, see what they think. Maybe they can disprove my proof, my truth. Fantastic. So uh, now I lost my train of thought. Let's scroll back. It's time to leave? What? Anyway, the dictionary. So yesterday I was talking to people. We were using Wikipedia. Now the dictionary. What exactly is the problem? Maybe Mr. Destiny can explain. Mr. Bombonelli, what's his name? Stephen Benelli. Maybe Mr. Stephen Benelli can explain why he feels this way. That there is a problem with the dictionary, with Wikipedia. Maybe you can explain. I mean, this is some pretty harsh claims that it's a debate ender. That you basically are quitting the debate when you reference Wikipedia or when you reference a dictionary. I don't know what he said if you lose when you reference. It says questionable when you reference Wikipedia, but you lose the debate when you reference the dictionary. Why? It's time to leave. Why is it time to leave? I don't understand. Honestly. And he yelled this, oh, do not ever. And we let him speak. And basically he said, Dave Smith lost the debate. So if Dave Smith lost the debate, so why is Destiny listening? What is Destiny listening to? He just said that Dave Smith lost the debate. So Dave Smith is wrong, whatever the proposition was. So Destiny has now become convinced that Dave Smith's proposition is wrong and Andrew's proposition is correct. Why? How did this happen in Mr. Destiny's brain? What what happened in Mr. Destiny's brain that that was why has Mr. Benelli's brain been impacted by any event? What event in this video that Destiny's watching modified Destiny's brain to come to this conclusion? And why is Destiny still listening to what? It's not even a debate because according to Destiny, the debate is over. And Andrew is not reacting, so silence is agreement. So Andrew agrees that Dave lost the debate. And why didn't Andrew say this during the debate? Oh, you quoted the dictionary. That's it. That's a debate ender. Goodbye. And why isn't there a rule? Why have we never heard of this rule? We know the list of logical fallacies. We never heard of the logical fallacy known as referencing the dictionary. Why isn't there a logical fallacy referencing the dictionary? Let me see that our audio, everything is still good. Yeah. Wait. Are you seeing? The question is, are you seeing when I'm playing? Are you? What are you seeing when? This is a major issue because you're seeing your stream is still running, but I see that you're not. It's not getting updated. Wonderful. So I need to play this, but watch it here, and then it gets updated. So until now, no one is seeing. Oh my god, this is just terrible. It's impossible to use this setup. This setup is no good. So how? Yeah. So StreamYard is not updating. What a horror show. Anyway, yeah, it's a horror show. I need to find a better way to review. Anyway, you know what? Maybe how long have we been streaming for? 49 minutes. Yeah, it's a dud. It's okay. I spoke. I think I was heard. Let me see if I was heard. Oops, I just skipped the wrong video. Let me see if I was heard. trying to see. Let's play the video and see. Oops. Let's play Andrew's video. Yeah, I'm not able to stream. It's impossible. It's impossible to stream. It's impossible to stream to Discord and then stream Discord to StreamYard. It doesn't work. So you guys are not hearing the stream. So that's a problem. All right, I'm gonna have to redo this. This is still worth it. I think I'm gonna do it. I'll start over right now. Okay, we'll stop here.